fellas, if you were around during some of the summoning streams for some of the past characters that have been out on the NA side of things, you would know that I have not been playing the event. So, for about the last 2 days, I have been playing like an absolute madman. I have gotten my Morgan complete, or at least she's now skilled up. We did not actually win on getting her NP5, but because of that, I want to take her into the event and see how well she performs. The Kiara in the 90 plus node is evil aligned, and would you look at that, my wife has strength against evil people. So, we're going to do that. And before you guys say, ZTL, wouldn't it be better to show your wife off on the 90 plus plus? Look, I said I was farming, and I got pretty caught up. I'm not fully caught up, and I'm kind of giddy. I'm excited, all right? Look, I love Glazing Morgan on this channel, so anytime I get into an opportunity where I get to show her off and get to throw her out there and show how crazy this character is, I'm going to do it. Especially because I feel obligated to do so, right? Because I've been saying for like, I don't know, the last 2 years that this character is good, and for about the last 6 months that they were even better than I thought they were. So let's, show them off. Can't get too crazy now. I mean, she's not 120 because I really thought 2 years of stockpiling 5-star EXP cards would be enough, but it turns out that that was not even close, not even remotely close enough to the amount of EXP cards I was going to need. So I'm kind of locked in for another 2-year endeavor until we get her fully leveled. But we're also able to run a full CE comp with this. So let's just kind of dive in here. Let's see how well my wife is able to perform over here. I will say, having to do the event 2 days in a row, just kind of farming straight, this event was a lot more annoying than I remembered it being. That's probably because you have to do these side bonus missions to unlock the main story nodes to kind of progress through it. And when you're trying to do that all at once, not a fun time. Alright, I'm just going to say that straight up. I remembered it being really fun on JP. That's probably because, the characters were new and I was staying super up to date, so I could kind of try to piece together what's going on in the story. Folks, do not get yourself behind on any of these events. Events like this that have missions, always make sure you are doing a little bit of farming every single day because it's a slog. But we're going to be able to do some pretty fun things in this one because it is only a 2-turn node. That is why I'm also advising a lot of people that if the 90++ is too hard for you to do for this event, I highly advise doing this one because the fact is, I mean, if you're min-turning it, and, I already can guarantee we're going to be min-turning this with Morgan. She's way too strong. We should ban this character from ever being used ever again because they're just too strong. But if you are somebody that can't even do this in 2 turns, technically you could still do it in 3 turns because all of your buffs are pretty much going to last for 3 turns, right? So you could still do a 3-turn farm and just hit the Kiara twice, and she's not even that big. She's kind of tiny. One nice thing we can do because Morgan just is overflowing with NP is if we just wanted bonus damage, we could just go ahead and burn Oberon's Charisma over here because, who cares? We're going to have her 50 next turn, and we're going to have his 50 next turn as well, so awesome. Alright, Morgan, blow these guys up, obliterate them. Show us the 1080p animation. You guys notice that? I mean, I know I'm like a Morgan stan and everything, right? But does the Morgan, like not even her animation, but her sprite in-game, does it look like it's, I don't know, in a higher resolution than some other characters? Like, I'll use Ascension 1, 2, and 3, and they just, I don't know, maybe they're just brighter, or maybe, I don't know what it is. But like, alright, like look at Koyan Sky over here, right? And then you look at Morgan. One of them just like looks like they're rendered better or something. I can't really put my finger on it. Sound out in the comment section down below if you feel the same way. That's just been bothering me for like the last 2 years on JP. And now that I'm playing with her on NA, I'm like, what did they do with this character? Alright, let's get in there. Oh, I guess we could have actually wasted more because I forgot. We just have so much battery that even starting with 0% NP, because again, we are using an event drop CE over here, gives no NP, we're still able to clap this up, which should also show you how easy it is to do this. Like, say you're using a character, okay, Gawain would not be good for this, but say you're using somebody like Gawain, right, who does not have enough charge to kind of get things done, you can kind of finagle things with this node. Like, even if you're using a starting charge CE that doesn't give you anything, you only got to get through 2 nodes, right? And ideally, if you do have the damage, it's just maybe the NP is the problem, you can kind of finagle things around. You got your supports and stuff, especially because Chuckle Nuts over here is back on rate up, so, you know, he's going to be exceptional for stuff like this. I just, you know, also just wanted to use the character, but also I think it's just a good PSA for all the players. It's like, all right, if you're stressing out, you know, if you're, you know, freaking out, you know, oh my goodness, I can't beat this 1.2 million MHX on the 90++, then you can come over here. Because, I mean, 400k I think is pretty reasonable, right? And then just also remember, you can still use your black rails and stuff. As long as you're, you know, doing a nice, hassle-free farm, it's okay to take a CE off of your, you know, your team, right? Like, you can remove a CE out of there if it's going to make your life a little bit easier. That's what I've always said, right? I've always said that, one, you should be playing this game, you should be enjoying it. So if doing the 90++ is causing you to pull your hair out, or it's making you sad because your favorite character is not able to do what you want, or maybe you're not getting to use a character you like. Maybe you're like, man, I'm having to use, I don't even know, Summer Ibuki, and you're like, I don't even like Summer Ibuki. I know for some people, blasphemy, but maybe you're just like, I hate that I have to use this character. I want to use my Saber Alter or something. If that's going to make you happy, man, drop down to the 90+, you know? That's what I say. I mean, look, there are definitely events, especially on JP, where I didn't have Oberon for the longest time. It's been like 4 years, and I finally got him on JP. But there are definitely nodes that I would go farm, because I'm like, I want to bond up this character, or this character is getting bond for this event. They have like a 20% bonus. I want to use them because I really like this character, so I would drop down to the 90+. Because think about it this way: if you just want to kind of rationalize it to yourself, because you're like, all right, you're getting a little bit less bond on the 90++, so, you know, maybe it feels like it doesn't quite match up or anything, right? But look, if you're bonding up a character you're using a lot, and you're going to be trying to like bond 15 them and everything, that's more Saint Quartz for you, more Saint Quartz, more summons, all that good stuff. And I know that, you know, 90++, I know there's going to be some esport heads in the comments down below, the FGO esports guys, they're going to be like, well, you get more bond, so it's counterintuitive. It's not even like that much more bond. The 90++ is giving you 1,318. The 90+ is giving you 1,098. I mean, it's like 300 bond points off. It's not going to kill you to lose 300 bond points if it's going to let you bond up a character that you want to do. Because God forbid you're in a situation where you got, like, some character you couldn't care. Like, what's a character? Who do I not like in FGO? I don't like Ishtar, right? Because my favorite character is Gilgamesh. If I had to have a bond 15 Ishtar just because she came up all the time and was able to get the farming done, look, I might have got the farming done. I might have the same quartz from the bond, but my soul would be empty, right? Because I would want my guy Gilgamesh to be bond 15. I'd want my girl Morgan to be bond 15. I'd want my guy, I can't think of another guy, you know, my guy Saber Alter. There we go. Now that she actually has her stuff. Or Jalta, you know, I'd rather try to fit these characters in, which is something that I do. So I do like doing some of these little, you know, just show off cases, because one, I get to flex a character real quick and be like, yeah, look how much damage Morgan is doing. But then also it just kind of helps newer players that might have been coming in for the anniversary just be like, dude, chill out, right? It's not that serious. It's only that serious during lottos. Now that is when I will tell you, like, sorry, little Timmy, but your character that's your favorite, you're gonna have to set them aside so you can do this max CE setup. But that's just because lottos are ridiculous, and you don't have to worry about that until Christmas. That's a long ways away. So right now, chill, vibe, summer, hang out, and even if you're in a rush where you're like, but I gotta get all the materials in the shop. Let me just tell you right now, buddy, you got enough time. What, you got like 14 days left before the event leaves or something? It'll pop up for us right here. Wouldn't it be hilarious if it was like 3 days left and I was like, well, never mind, just take that out. Just cut that from the video. Yeah, 14 days on the dot. You have 14 days left, so even if you're a little bit behind, you'll be able to catch up. You'll be able to get in there, get your farming done. So just a little bit of Morgan glazing. Actually, this is reminding me, I have not done a video on the free-to-play for this event. I'll get on that tomorrow. So I'm like, oh my goodness, we've been just doing so many summons and so many characters have been coming out that I have just not, I forgot about the free-to-play because she's, well, I'll save that for her video. We'll get to her when we get to her. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. You know, if you're a new player, sound off. Let me know what comps you guys are using for this event. Just, I'm always generally curious, right, what people are doing. Are you farming the 90+? You doing the 90++? For me, I am hitting the plus because it does drop seashells, and every summer character needs seashells, and I have been lucky enough to pull quite a few of them, as you may have seen, which is good because I have the characters, and bad because now it means I need to farm this node like an absolute madman. So we're going to be getting on that. Even though the other one drops the reverse scales, I think I bought those for Summer Melusine, not realizing they were dropped on the plus plus. But hey, that means I don't have to farm the plus plus now. I can just focus on the 90 plus. So yeah, with that being said, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!